Oh wait, I didn't see Ash start his space. Oh, never mind. It ended. It ended. Oh, here you go, Ash. Oh my gosh. Wow, these niggas Ash about to just start yelling for no reason.
Nah, you missed my initial reaction. But at first, I just found out recently that the Sixers didn't want to commit to that nigga long term. So I get why he asked for a trade.
Yeah.
So,
Um.
but Lo, now you can make your Sixers video on the actual asset mismanagement that they have had in the process era,
Yeah.
because this is now adding to it.
But what's even worse is that I think okay.
Make me
So
co-host real quick because I'm gonna add everybody else who was up.
all right.
Because we were talking about Embiid and where he's about to go in the
Yeah,
next year or
because
so.
yeah, and so that was the other thing that I thought about it. So I was on Player's Choice when the news broke, and I started to slowly like develop in my mind like what the trade scenarios is going to be, and people thought that I was like mad for saying that like Paul George is on the table, which from a like
It
personal,
wouldn't make sense from them. I don't think he's getting traded.
I think that makes the most sense out of play. And for me, in my opinion, staying on the team makes the most sense. But if they were to trade, PG is on a very short list of players that makes the most sense, in my opinion. Um,
The Clippers aren't operating within a PG framework, though. I would imagine.
but so this is my other thing. What I think with the Clippers, do you not feel like the Clippers are also on the brink of blowing that up? Because we're starting to get to the point where not only is PG and Kawhi next year is their last guaranteed season under contract.
Also,
And
man, the Eastern Conference, dude.
Yeah,
Giannis
but this
has
is
to
Nigga, the
go
the
in there.
Suns are trying
bro.
to
That's
get what the fuck?
this is the year for them though. Like this is
Giannis has to go win
so
something
so
Niggas are
next
if
year.
they
saying the
if
wait.
if
Suns
the
trying to get Harden, bro. Why Suns
if
trying to
the
get
Harden
everybody?
if the Harden
Okay, Jesus Christ, Eli. Yes, I understand that this is the year, but if you are, could you not also argue that this is the
because they're
year?
going into a new what's it called a new stadium. I don't think
No, no,
they.
no. I'm not saying that they're going to pull the plug this year, and I'm not even saying they're necessarily going to do it next year either. But what I'm saying is, if you believe that this is the year, which I agree, this is like we're kind of wrapping up the PG Kawhi era. I
Yeah.
feel as if like they've always dealt with the lack of ball handler, shot creator, playmaker type of player. PG hasn't developed in that. PG has consistently been hurt, and even when PG is available, it's not as if like his ceiling is as high as Kawhi to where like you can kind of just cross your fingers and rely on him playing, right? Like you just can't do that. So if that's the
Okay.
case, why would I not just say, well, if this is only a year left, I might as well just address my bigger concern, which is a ball handler, and try to go after James Harden? No.
What
They
about a
are though.
three
They don't.
teamer that
What
gets
I'm saying
what
is
about a three teamer
they
that
don't
gets
need to
Kyrie to
include
Philly?
they don't need to include his
Don't
salary though.
ever say that again.
So wait,
I don't
so
want
So
that
you,
why
nigga in
is
Philly,
I so
man.
if I'm
so
the Clipper in the framework that's been discussed per Shams and per the dropping nines nigga is does not include PG. And apparently they've been working on a trade for weeks. So if PG's name hasn't been brought up, I'd
oh,
imagine it won't be
where's
brought
the
up.
sham? I didn't see the sham report, so let me see the sham report.
He said Powell and what's his name is in it.
Who? Powell and who?
Norman.
He's a Powell and
I
Morris.
said what's his name? I don't remember the name, nigga.
No way. Okay, they're
Powell
about
and
to. If they mismanage just like that, then that's crazy.
Carl Anthony Towns, you are a
Yo,
Philadelphia 76er.
if this nigga becomes a goddamn Nick, bro, or any ass team, it's gonna look so bad for Harden, bro. Like Harden needs to be on the contending team no matter where it is. If the Clippers don't blow it up, that'd be a very good trio to have. Except, Harden's gonna be out there by himself a lot of
Oh
the time.
no, bro! If they mismanage, if Philly mismanages Harden, that would be really really bad.
I think it's just time to blow up the process. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just time. Like you've done everything you can. You've gotten
but
Harden
it
with
is it
Embiid.
is time though for Philly to
Yeah,
stop.
like you can't keep Embiid out here, bro. You're not getting like I don't think you're
Yeah,
gonna
we
get a
were
player
talking about
that's
Embiid to the
caliber, bro.
Blazers trade. How do you think that works? Well,
If
in the
if the
last
if
trade.
the only thing I'm if the only thing that I can receive for a Harden is Powell and whoever the other player is, then yeah, then I would be really assessing. Hold on, wait. Oh, never mind. Oh, we just the same thing. If I am if I'm looking at Embiid being surrounded with Tyrese Maxey and Norman Powell and like quality supporting cast members, but like no actual co-star to keep around him, then yeah, I'm probably going to be looking at also offloading Embiid soon as well, because the gap the window for his championship window is smaller than most 28 year
Oh,
olds.
it was a Jake Fisher report. Okay,
Oh,
Marcus Morris and Norman Powell.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
Marcus
man.
Morris
He won't
Come
be a
on,
Clipper,
Eli.
man.
Come on,
He
Eli.
won't be a Clipper. Not
Morris
with that
Senior,
nigga.
let's ride.
Hey, man.
But if that's the what you call, then no, then like if the only thing I'm getting is role players, regardless of how good of a role player they are for around Joel Embiid. Embiid's window of opportunity is smaller than most 28-year-olds, and even at his best, as we clearly have seen him, when it gets to the postseason, you still have to properly manage his minutes to position yourself accordingly. Unless you're telling me if all I'm getting is role players, then yeah, I'm taking Scoot Henderson for Joel Embiid. I would.
I'm saying, would Daryl do that though? Daryl is very anti-tank.
He is, but he's also pro keep stars as many stars as possible. That's why.
I'd imagine he would leave. Like
Hey, I
if
know a
it
way. To,
came to
I know a way to
trade,
keep that nigga in Philly. Philly, you gotta make a call.
somebody else would be working in Embiid framework. It would not be Daryl Morey, I'd imagine.
No, like I said, I know how to keep Daryl in Philly. Just gotta make that call.
I don't think he wants Jaylen Brown, dude.
Hey, man, we don't know what that nigga wants.
I think I do.
I think it's a good player. So
So would you do that though? Would you
I
The
think
trade
league
so.
thinks
Hard?
he's
Would
good.
you? Oh
Low,
Would I do
Trey. Would
it?
you trade
low.
Harden for Brown?
Yeah, I would dead ass trade Harden for Brown. Maximize Harden's play style because Harden is still a very capable player, especially when healthy. Just focus on keeping that nigga healthy and ready for the postseason. You put a playmaker who's a dynamic scorer to that level next to Tatum and Porzingis. Now you have like a real team that can actually play if Tatum gets hurt because you have Harden.
Also, I just want to say, this nigga, I won't say his name because I've been saying it a little too much, but that guy in the West who won't ask for a trade, man, he doesn't face
Loyalty
slander
man?
like this. Whenever the loyalty man doesn't face
That's all you
slander
gotta
like this
say.
when
That
he asks
loser in
to go to a
Portland.
new team. I just want to know. Just look at the way James is talked about and the way he'll be talked about when he asks for his trade. By the way, I
I
just want these things to be said.
I can at least respect Harden for constantly requesting these trades because it like we know he wants. It's not
Well, I
bullshit
mean,
that he
for
wants
this
to
one,
win.
this
It's
wasn't
not
even
some
No
requesting.
bullshit.
It
man.
was more so mutual. More
Yeah,
he
no,
wanted
no,
to
No
get
no,
this
no,
man.
no.
nigga
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Because he didn't even have to opt in. Like I thought he was gonna be a free agent, right? He didn't have
Well,
to
no,
opt
he
in.
did
Things
have
get
to
He's
opt
rough.
in.
he's trying.
Things
He
get
Oh,
wasn't
rough.
he
going
had
to
to
a
opt in.
contending team. He had to.
Harden been bouncing
Oh, I
from
thought he
team to
could have
team.
opted
It's
out and
actually
then
No,
just
he
crazy.
signed
could have,
somewhere
but
else.
he wouldn't be able to do a sign and trade or opt in and trade.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It's
I'm
not
saying
a
like I'm
trade
saying like
request
he
though.
could have
They
just
didn't.
opted out if he really didn't want to help
They
Philly get some
agreed to
assets in the back.
terms.
Yeah, they agree. It's a mutual agreement. It's not really
Yeah.
a requesting a trade.
Either way though.
Oh, okay.
The thing with like the thing with like the Scoot Blazers thing is so weird though, because it's like, bro, I guess they could go Scoot, Simons, Nurkic, 3 first rounders, but Nurkic is like three years
Nah, that's
17
kind of
million.
dumb.
Nurkic 3 years 17 million is kind of nasty, and then it's like
You
it,
saying
it-
for Embiid?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's not
Yeah, Jalen Brown for
nasty
Embiid.
only because you're getting a
Uh,
talent like Scoot.
we already got
If you really
Porgy.
believe in
Uh,
Scoot,
I'm gonna
that
pretend
shouldn't
you
be a
didn't just
problem.
What'd you
say
say,
that.
Bro?
yeah, I got Tingus Pingus.
I said if you really believe in Scoot, like that Nurkic contract should not be that much of an issue, especially seeing the way and the direction you're going in. Like, will salary really be that important 3 years down the
But
line?
it's not really the problem with the whole. All right, the problem with the Blazers situation is that like clearly both parties are talking like they're dumb, like they don't know what's really going on. Like, cause there's no way Dame just saw them draft Scoot and they're like, oh, I don't know,
And
I
there's
don't,
no way he's seeing these niggas
you know
keep
what I'm
coming
saying?
to his conference and thinking that this shit's gonna be sweet.
And that as well. Like, there's just no way he sees the rest of the Western Conference get noticeably better, and then like opportunity after opportunity after opportunity for his name to be put in these conversations, for him to be moved and compensated accordingly, and still go to a credible team, and he's still like, oh well. I guess we're gonna try to compete.
No, but I mean, well, we all know what he
But
wants.
that's what.
No,
But
the nigga wants to leave. He just doesn't want to be slandered the way James and these other
Yeah.
niggas are slandered.
I don't even think he really cares to
Mainly
leave.
Kevin
I don't think
Durant.
this nigga really cares to win at all, bro. I feel
No,
like
he
he's really.
does. We've heard how this nigga
But
talks,
no. But
bro.
here's the thing. No.
No,
But
he
here's the thing, Ash.
literally
Here's the
I
thing,
talks
Ash.
think he
about this
I
cares
shit.
feel
about
like
winning.
he's very
Why can't
comfortable.
he just lie?
No, exactly. I feel like he's very
Because we
comfortable
all
being
know
in this
what this nigga
situation.
is.
No, listen. I feel like he's very comfortable being in this situation because if
Shit,
he
Melo
really
lied to
cared
y'all.
about winning for real, if he really cared about winning for real, he would have been
But
out.
Trey,
Like
that's
no
what
matter,
I'm
it would have been
saying.
no
But
ifs,
Trey,
ands, or
that's what
buts
I'm
about him being
saying.
out, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's comfortable
This
with
nigga
losing,
I
doesn't
so he
want to
doesn't
deal
really
with the
care to
slander.
lose.
Like
He
he's
doesn't really
verbatim
care.
said it himself.
What is this nigga talking
I
about,
think he has
bro?
Why
fear
this
of
nigga
Why
being
this
just?
asked
nigga just
out.
Wait,
give
wait, wait,
Kyrie
wait,
a
wait, wait, wait. I
Whoa,
found a
whoa,
better
whoa,
frame.
whoa, 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 whoa,
I know,
whoa.
Uh-oh.
dog.
Whoa.
What
I
is this
Uh-oh.
know.
nigga talking
Okay.
about, bro?
Uh-oh.
What is he talking
Uh-oh.
about, bro?
Where's Kyrie going?
What is he talking about, bro?
brother.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Forgetting
no, what is he
Kyrie.
talking about, bro?
37. Yo, his
Oh
tweets
my
are
god,
blow.
what is he talking about,
Nigga,
bro?
he just gained
Ash,
8,000
Ash.
followers in
No,
like
no, 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 no,
30
no.
minutes.
Are we getting
Ash.
Kyrie?
Before all this
Ash,
shit
are we
happened, he had
getting
like 6,000
Kyrie?
followers, bro.
What do
Yeah,
you
I know, but
mean,
he just gained
bro?
8,000 in like
Do
three,
he have
What
what?
does this nigga
500 when
mean,
the
bro?
bro around draft
Bro,
time? This nigga had
Explain to
500,
me.
bro. But
Who
listen,
is this
wait,
nigga,
wait,
This
wait, wait,
nigga's
wait,
bro,
wait,
talking
when
wait.
about
y'all when y'all
this
when y'all
nigga's talking about
said
Harden going to the Knicks,
Wait, wait, wait,
bro.
wait, wait,
This
wait, wait,
This
nigga is
wait.
nigga's
Time
talking
bringing
out.
about
Woj on the
Kyrie. What
burner.
do you
Wait,
mean by Kyrie,
Ash.
bro?
I'm trying to see something. So Ash, instead of
What?
damn, does Thibault have a player option or a team option? Because
No,
instead of
he's a restricted free agent right now.
okay. Damn.
Herb
He
Jones is a
can't opt in?
restricted free agent.
No, so they exercised his I think what's the thing called, the qualifying offer, and now he's
Uh-huh.
a restricted free agent.
Okay, so
Trey Herb, they're going
the
to give
thing
him a
is,
longer deal. That's it.
you would need his salary to make this work. But instead of Nurkic, Shaden makes 7 million, right?
Uh,
And what's the name also makes 7 million, right?
who?
Thibault.
Okay,
So
but you'd want to keep Jeremy Grant though, so you trade Nurkic.
I'm saying Philly would rather. I'm pretty sure Philly would rather
Bro,
take
I'm
on
giving you Scoot
all your young
Henderson, bro.
guards I think they'd rather take on all your young guards as opposed to like taking on 3 years of Nurkic for 17 million.
I think
Isn't it 2 years?
Huh?
before we continue to this, I
No,
think we
Bro, I'm
this year,
giving you
the year
Scoot, bro. It's
after,
only
and the
so
next
much.
year.
It's only so much you're getting out of me, bro.
I think we need to like kind of explain what's what I'm saying, what's going on right now, because we're just saying things and not really properly explaining it, right? So all right, so just a quick brief wrap up. Harden and damn, who's echoing like that? Eli, I think you're echoing.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Harden in Philly was on last year to his contracts. This is also a huge reason why there was a big push for him to get out of Brooklyn, because if he wasn't going to stay long term, he could just walk in free agency for nothing. Harden and Philly seem like they cannot get on the same page for a long term deal, or at least especially for the money that probably Harden is looking for. So
Well,
Harden,
Woj said yesterday that Harden doesn't really want. Well, that Harden isn't like too worried about the money. It's more so like from what it alluded today. I think the Sixers just didn't want to give him anything past like 2 years, and Harden wanted like a 3 year or 4 year deal. That's
okay.
probably what happened.
So to try to make sure that he can go to a team that can compete and contend, or at least give some flexibility to where he can go, he opted into his last year of his deal so they can do a sign and trade, so he can just basically sign somewhere else and still have some flexibility moving forward beyond next season. The problem with that though is that it still leverages Harden in the most ideal situation, because if he gets traded to a place that he doesn't want to be in, he's still playing within the mercy of the team is still playing within the mercy of Harden, because he can still just walk in next year's offseason, which kind of
And we
limits.
know that nigga's gonna shamelessly play if he's not traded to a team he likes.
Yes.
So a team
I'm
isn't doing
done.
that anyways.
And so the other reason why Harden didn't just test the free agency market
Nigga
is
just tweeted, "Please make your mind up, Dame." My bad, low T.
the
I
other
didn't
reason
think that was
why
nigga.
he didn't just go in the off season is because a lot of teams this off season, they don't have the salary cap space to like go after someone like Harden and give him the contract he's looking for, even if it is just like for 3 years. So that's another reason why he opted in. I personally, and if y'all are, I heard the Clippers noise. I personally would have thought that Clippers and PG, I mean not PG, PG and Harden swapping teams made a lot of sense in my opinion, because you keep a star in Philly, You get a ball handler and with the Clippers, and then you can also flip Tobias's contract, who's basically
Yo,
40
Los, give
million
somebody
expiring.
Clubhouse. Wes trying to get up.
All right, you can basically flip what's his name? You can flip Tobias, who's also 40 million. He's on expiring, and then you can kind of just do whatever you want to do with that the rest of the roster. But if you're telling me that Harden is going potentially to the Clippers and PG's not a part of it, that there's going to be Norman Powell and a bunch of pieces, I sincerely believe if the Sixers mismanage another asset the way that they're about to, which would be three or four assets that they've not even three or four. If we're being honest, if we're going back to the beginning of the
It's
process,
more, Lo.
yeah,
It's
well, I'm gonna
more.
say if
It's
we go
more.
back to the beginning of the process, we're talking about probably more than seven assets that they've just completely misutilized. If they do that again, I
Hey, yo,
think
That NBA analyst
Who
nigga
are you
said,
talking
"Stay
about?
ready for a bit.
I'm talking about.
A storm is coming."
This nigga
Who are
This
these
nigga
seven
teasing me.
assets?
I think the
Pause. Pause. No
This
they
nigga
pause.
rimming me, bro. What the fuck?
pause.
Excuse
Jesus
me?
Okay,
Christ. Whoa,
Chill.
Jesus.
Yo, what
They
the
miss
Hey,
fuck?
they
yo.
missed. I think they mismanaged Jimmy Butler. They now mismanaging Harden if they let him go for Norman Powell. They mismanaged the Markel Fultz draft pick. They mismanaged the Jahlil Okafor draft pick. They mismanaged the trading Drew Holiday for Nerlens Noel that
Oh
draft
my
pick.
God. Don't remind
They
me,
they
Lo.
That
they
don't
Don't
missed.
bring
that
that
has
Wait,
shit
nothing to
wait.
up.
I'm
do.
about to. He
Don't
asked me the
remind me,
question. He
Lo.
asked me the question. They mismanaged the Mikal Bridges asset as well. They mismanaged and it's one more player they mismanaged. I'm
Iggy?
right now. Who?
Iggy?
No, 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 no.
No. It's one more. It's one more player they
Nigga, them
mismanaged.
niggas could have had Tatum and Brown next to beat. They missed, like, what the fuck?
They mismanaged
To
them.
be fair, to be fair, like, and I don't like
The
using that
Marco
argument
Fultz one
because
is
like
not as
it
bad.
was pretty clear,
I
like
mean, it is. They
those
could have
two
had Tatum
prospects
with that same pick.
as prospects, those two are obviously clearly better than
Nobody was picking Tatum
Tatum
number
and
one,
Brown,
bro.
dog. Like, come on now, let's be serious.
Yeah, like
We
nobody
know
picked
that.
Danny
him.
Ainge
Like,
is
come
more of
on
a
with the cap,
genius
bro.
than that bit like a bad dude.
Markel was the better fucking prospect anyway, bro. Like,
They
what are we
still.
doing?
I mean, they still mismanaged a handful of. Uh,
No, I hear
No,
your
they
point,
did.
low.
They
Nah,
did.
Like you straight. I
the
was just talking
Mikael
to
one for
the
sure.
Mikhail,
The
yeah, the
Mikael
Mikhail
one
one
Why you
is
calling the nigga Mikael?
because he's dumb. Please.
you hear him? That shit weird, bro. I ain't gonna
He
lie.
Because
he
Gobels is retarded, dude.
yeah
English is
This is
hard for
where
some
you-
niggas, bro.
Oh, here we go.
mismanaging the Mikal Bridges one and also Jimmy Butler, now Harden, the Jahlil Okafor, flipping Drew Holiday, who is still
So
impactful to this
Oh my.
day.
so low. Let me ask you
Low.
this, right? Because
Stop.
I
That was
hear
not
you.
good,
I
bro.
hear you.
Please.
That one
No, they.
hurt. That one hurt.
So this is the
Bro.
thing. My question is, what makes sense? Like outside of because the Paul George shit don't make sense for the Clippers, right? So what makes sense out of the Clippers
I,
deal, where
A
you would say
framework has
like
already
a
been
potential
discussed out there. We
situation?
went over this, dog.
You said a
Wait, what?
framework has
Oh, this
been
nigga
discussed in
Harden has a
regards to
trade
what?
bonus. I didn't even
Revolving
know.
around,
And
revolving
oh
around,
man, Jesus Christ.
what's his
Can
name?
he decline to ask?
He
Maury,
can, but if he so Harden will get 40 mil
revolved
next year if
around
he
what,
gets
bro?
traded.
Can
revolved
this nigga
around
answer my
more
question?
niggas are talking. I'm not just gonna speak over them. Morris
However,
Singer.
I will say
I'm talking to
Ah,
them
damn, the
because they
niggas
just talking
talking.
over
What the
you,
Asshole
bro.
fuck?
one.
I don't give a fuck
Asshole
about what this nigga has to say.
one.
The
Okay.
fuck,
Wow.
bro?
That's easy.
You fake
Okay.
mad,
Wow.
dog. Be yourself.
Eli, go ahead, go.
Bro, what
Jesus.
you got to say, bro?
What is the framework around the Clippers trade?
It's, Morris Senior and Powell are the two names discussed so far.
But that's not what
Shut
I'm.
up.
That's not what I'm
Shut
asking.
up. Shut up.
What
No,
I was
no, no,
asking
no,
is that
no.
is low. What do you think outside of the Clippers trade? Because if you're saying that the Clippers or that the Sixers should trade Harden and try to get Paul George back, that's not happening.
But I don't think,
Because
to be honest with you,
that defeats the whole purpose of trading for Harden on the Clippers end. So what I'm asking is, what's another situation
That's it.
that would result in you feeling like the Sixers actually manage this asset
I'm gonna
properly?
be honest with you. I disagree. I think that if they flip it for PG, I think both teams benefit in that trade. Now you can argue the pros outweigh the
Or
cons,
three teamer for Dame.
but okay. But
Okay, cool. So
to
that's the
answer your question though, about like okay, what do because the problem with the Harden situation is because because he's basically on an expiring contract right now. There's not really many teams out there that could really give them what they want in return. So that's why I'm saying like why it would be a mismanaged. If they trade Harden to a team that he would want to stay on and they have the ability to sign him for a long term, more than likely what they receive in return for Harden is not going to be of value. It's just not. Like it's not going to be the type of players that they would actually want.
So you think the only situation then is Harden for Paul George?
That's
That's
the
the
only
only
situation
situation
where I can
that.
see it makes the most sense for both parties, where the Sixers are not forced to look at a rebuild within another year or two. That's what I'm
Bro, the
saying.
But
Clippers would
but
not do that
but
though.
I was about to say though that
Oh, I know,
I
right?
think this is probably a situation that kind of looks like Kyrie and in the Brooklyn situation last year, because
Yeah.
like the way you talked about like they actually cannot fuck this trade up, like they can't.
Yo, I got a question
So
real
they
quick.
probably gonna hold on to this nigga for a good minute, knowing Daryl.
Yo, what's up with Miami? Lowry, I'm not gonna hold you. Throw Lowry in the trade for this nigga.
No, we're not doing that. We
And
are
so
not doing
again,
that. Why would
Nigga, Lowry, bro, what?
why
this
would the
goes back to what I'm
Sixers
saying
do that?
before. If what you're receiving for Harden is Kyle Lowry and Duncan Robinson, like I'm rebuilding at that point. Like what are we
Boy, my
doing? What the
niggas,
fuck am I doing?
my
That's what
niggas
I
I'm saying,
value
mean,
is
you're
dog.
what?
foot.
Yo,
Oh my.
yo,
Bro,
what's the
it's
point,
a
man? What's the
he
point?
can't listen. It's a 1 year deal. He can't get extended. You're getting scraps. You're getting salary fillers. That's the realistic lens. There's no other way of looking at it from a oh you're getting equal value back.
I'm not
That's
even
just
saying
not
it has to be
reality.
equal though, but nigga, like Kyle Lowry is.
At least an all
I'm gonna say that's
star,
what I'm
but
saying.
like
I'm not even saying
Bro,
it has to be equal.
what all star is on the market you're
Nigga,
getting
it
back?
would
I
you would have
I
to be who?
personally
Nigga, Paul
better.
George is better than
That's what I'm
Harden.
saying. I personally,
Bro, you're
Excuse
not
me.
getting PG.
I
You're
think.
getting it's gonna be
Oh,
like
Hey,
a
no, he's
Marcus
not. B,
Morris,
no, he's
Excuse me.
Norman
not.
Powell.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
He's
PG not
getting
better than Harden, man. What we doing here?
Well,
yo, this
yeah,
nigga
he
said
is.
what?
What?
PG not better than Harden, bro.
No,
Oh,
he's
you
not.
love me
I'm
some
not
PG.
about to.
PG
Yo,
is
he said
not better than
PG.
Harden. Are we being
Yo,
fucking for real?
I'm about to
yo,
go to the
take
fucking Clippers and
PG
deal
is
with Harden
very
and
obvious. He's
PG
not better than Harden, bro.
Oh my
He's not
god!
better than Harden,
I'm
bro.
about to deal with Harden PG discourse on this shitty ass fan base, man. Oh
stop.
my god! Shut up, Go Bells, you monkey ass nigga.
yo, Gobel's a sick nigga for saying that shit.
He
Yo,
knows
take
that's
that
not
shit
true, bro.
back.
He just wants to get a reaction.
I know it's true, dog. It's all good,
This
though. But
nigga
yo,
lives for the
y'all
He
crazy.
won't
controversy,
be the
bro.
best. He won't be 13 anymore, Go
But
I'm
Bells.
listen,
not
what was
even
I
doing
Who?
saying?
that.
Yeah,
But
Who
like
you
they
talking
getting
about?
Take
scraps, like
solace in the
Lowry,
final
salary
weeks of
filler.
knowing
But
PG won't be 13 again.
that's my point though. If it's nothing but scraps, nigga, you might as well trade Embiid at that point, bro. You might as well.
That is
thank you,
true.
bro.
It is a
Yes.
blow up.
Nigga,
It's
you should
like
be
Nigga,
trading
you
Embiid
trade
But
Harden,
the
anyway.
you trade
Sixers
Embiid. I
aren't
don't
but
think you
doing
get
It
like
that.
don't.
look. You don't get
low,
anybody for
Yo,
Harden
unless
that
low.
that
They
would
made that
incentivize
decision.
Embiid to stay,
Yo,
bro.
low.
unless this nigga Daryl
This
Morey
nigga
is
Twin just
fucking
spoke the whole
Houdini,
time I was
bro,
speaking.
it's over. It's over, bro. It's over.
Motherfucker trade. Listen,
Just
Isn't
low.
trade
that
this nigga,
ironic?
blow it up, bro.
What tween? What?
They made that decision when they said the extension is not on the books. That's what Sham said. He said there was no framework of a long term deal. So when you make that decision, you have to accept the fact that you're gonna get scraps back. That's
I
realistically
get that,
looking
but
at it.
if that's what you were going to do out the gate, and I'm not saying that like even Ben Simmons' value was that high when they traded him, but nigga, why are you trading a player for another player that you know that you're not going to eventually extend anyway? That like all
I
those
think
things is
that
just a waste of time. We're just moving. We're
I
doing
think the
mutual
new
care.
CBA made a lens on the second apron and
So then
Harden getting
that's the
40,
other fucked up.
Maxi,
But
Tobias. It's just you can't really predict the new
but do
CBA
you?
and their owners not really trying to fully invest in the roster. Like you're hearing them trying to move off
Why
Tobias.
niggas say that?
You hearing them trying to go under the tax. They're trying they've been going
Niggas
under
say
the
you can't
tax
predict the
like
CBA like their owner wasn't a part of the
nigga,
negotiation.
nobody
Yeah,
predicted
the
this
owners were
version of
part
the
of the
Like,
CBA.
CBA.
nigga,
Yeah,
I
but
hate when
this
niggas
is
say that. Like, teams just didn't know what was coming down the
but
road.
between this is what I've been. And I don't know if you were. I don't think you were in the Discord calls with Ash and I, or maybe in privately.
Yeah.
But this is the shit that we keep saying about. Even I agree. The new CBA is playing a role in these players getting certain contracts because 2-3 years ago you said the same thing about Kyrie. Like, bro, 2-3 years ago, I think Kyrie would have been able to walk into free agency and gladly gotten max or near max. But like I think teams are pumping the brakes because like, am I really going to give this player a max? And I'm already seeing so many max contracts not really panning out, especially for players who either A are not playing, B are demanding trades a handful of years later, or C they're regressing and they're not living up to the money that they're making. So yes, I agree. However, I think in a general sense, I don't even think if the new CBA didn't exist. I think in a general sense, going into free agency, I think that Harden just would have had a hard time finding the contract that he's looking for anyway. Like at his
Even if
age,
owners were
yeah, I want to say at his age, what he's producing, how consistently he can stay healthy for deep postseason runs, and more importantly, teams are already situated. And this was the Kyrie problem as well. Teams are already situated with the guards they want anyway. So even though yes, technically speaking, Kyrie will be an upgrade from Jamal Murray, I would probably still rather have Jamal Murray just off the chemistry, continuity, age, and price point that I'm getting Jamal Murray in contrast to Kyrie anyway. So I think that's where most teams stand regardless. Unless you're giving me a noticeable upgrade, which between those two players, I don't know how much of a noticeable upgrade it will be. I'm not really trading for those players. I'm just not going to.
that is a good perspective. I'm not
I
gonna
know,
lie.
nigga, because I do this.
He don't do anything,
Okay,
nigga. But
Yo,
let
this
me
why you
tell
that's
can't
Bro,
be
but
bashing
subjective,
hey,
niggas'
bro.
heads.
can you answer that
Wait,
question
wait,
for me?
stop,
Crazy,
wait, stop.
doctor.
I was talking. Wait, wait.
We
Okay?
spoke at
Look,
the
go make
same time.
somebody else co-host real quick.
And Ash is always
I was about to
talking.
say make someone co-host, nigga, so other people could come up. If you
I
would
I, I
shut
made
your
I made
monkey
Make
ass
KB
me
up,
I made
co-host.
KB
Ash,
stupid
the
ass
nah.
co-host.
nigga.
He just didn't
Like
Ashton.
word, like
Oh
you.
shit!
I
Ask me on the
fucking
show.
hate this. Yo, why are you saying my? Yeah, you're out of here,
My
bro.
bad, my bad, my bad.
Randomly just spewing the Fed, dog. He's
Be
out of
nice,
here.
be nice, be nice.
Nigga just
Respect my young
randomly
nigga. He
spewing
got me up.
Feds, bro, in front of
But
that.
yeah,
Nah, that
Low
nigga's
switched
gone,
up
that's
bro.
on
the
me.
that
I had to rely on Eli to get me up. Low switched
That
up
nigga's
on me.
gone,
So
man.
respect my young nigga.
oh my god. Anyway, yes, I think that's the biggest plight of a lot of these guards. And ironically enough, Dame is actually still good enough. This nigga quickly added in more people just so I can add you, just FYI.
Nah, that's crazy.
But yeah, but short, long story short, unless you're Dame, which is another interesting thing for Dame, where it's like actually think that Dame has retained enough of his value, even as he's gotten older, to where teams will be willing to give him the money teams are willing to pay the amount of money that he's getting paid. But even then, I think there are still teams that are kind of skeptical of like a supermax contract from Dame moving forward. Like I don't know what teams are really, really looking for, but this is kind of tough, bro.
We're cooked, low.
Yeah,
We're cooked.
Philly's kind of cooked either way. I'm gonna be honest with you, because y'all are basically just running out of straws. Y'all are running out of like room to make maneuvers. Like y'all are.
Man, we was cooked if we'd have kept him. Like the shit just cooked. It is what it
No,
is, bro.
2 minute. Yo,
I
Ash,
don't.
2 minute warnings here. I want to bring him up, but I can't.
You said what?
Damn. Remember the nigga
Really
from the start
fair.
of the season that you were frying about Embiid with? Like in
Um,
the very first game. I know you know what I'm talking about, bro.
Man, everybody going to the West,
Yo,
man.
so
Yeah,
you
I'm
coming to
not
so
gonna
I
lie,
got a
Chicago?
bro.
report.
The East is looking
Yo, so
sorry,
I got
bro.
a
Tatum
report
don't
from
win a championship.
Windhurst.
We
Yo,
gonna
And
keep
Ash.
then you know what's
talking,
crazy?
man.
You know what's crazy? This nigga Low finna start gassing how Giannis has been to like 5 straight NBA
Yo,
finals.
I just
Hey,
got a
that
I
we
report
was
from
don't. Hey,
Windhurst.
since you guys want to do the same thing with LeBron,
Can
we're
y'all
gonna do
hear
the
me?
If
same.
Tatum don't win a chip, we gonna have convos, man. Simple as that.
Hey,
Y'all,
stop.
y'all, y'all heard me?
Hold on. I do have a question though. I do have a
Y'all heard
question.
me?
Jules
But
is trolling me, man.
can y'all hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Han, go ahead, Han.
No, I wasn't saying nothing.
Oh no, that's the
Say-
Sixer dude. Go ahead, 2 minute
Okay.
warning.
Go ahead.
Uh,
Or you want me to tell it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
go
can go
for it. Yeah,
first.
All
two
right.
minute
Go
warning.
ahead.
Go for
So
it. Go for it.
Windhurst was just on here. He said it was all about that they couldn't come to an agreement on the contract. That was the main sticking point. Harden wanted more, obviously. Sixers ain't want to give him enough or years. So that was the breaking point that they came to this conclusion. He said that his antenna went up last night too when the Clippers decided not to pick up Gorton's option of that 20 million. And he said they never do anything like that about money. So it's a reason why they did that. So he's thinking that something's cooking. He said he doesn't know what, but something's cooking with the Clippers because they don't care about
Yeah,
money.
it was
Money is
also
not an
said that they've
option
been
for them.
talking this whole week. So this is
This is
something
just
that
the
Yeah,
Brooklyn
that is
situation all over again, bro.
yeah.
It's the Brooklyn
yeah.
situation all
So
over again.
so
Which
that's
is
it. Now
fine.
the
I don't
problem is,
know.
which I've been listening to y'all saying, is the crazy. I can't. What are you going to get? I wouldn't give us anything if I was anybody. For what?
For
Yeah,
I
you
would
that,
got
give y'all.
That's
to
what
get
I
I'm
would give us
saying.
additional money.
trash.
I'm not gonna lie. Y'all gonna get Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, and probably.
no.
Yeah,
If
we
we
ain't
do
gonna
that,
get
if we do
nobody that
that,
can help us
I'm a
win no
Hey,
Spurs
hey, hey,
chips.
fan.
hey, solid deal, solid player.
Hope
Norman
I
Powell.
will
We
say, I will say,
Damn,
the way
Jordan,
they can reconcile this is by adding Tobias in a 3-team. So to like get off that nigga Wall, like this is the
But
opportunity to
will
get
they
off.
really do
But
that,
they're going,
Ash?
but
Will
they're
they
going
Hold
to
on,
really
do that
Ash.
do that?
Isn't he
regardless, though.
expiring
They're
though?
going to do that regardless.
yeah.
Also, they get a big trade exception. They can use that.
To do what?
Maybe
Yeah,
I don't,
Oh no,
nigga. Let me
nigga!
just
Let him
guess
yeah,
cook.
this
but
Let
shit.
him
some of
Somebody
they
cook.
could
say
do
what?
that.
Yo, Lo, let me guess
Yeah, let
this
him
shit.
cook.
Tween,
Kyrie's
but
maxi.
The other ball
Tween.
to
The next
drop.
move,
Yo, niggas don't let Twin
Tween.
cook. I'll
No,
be
Let him
real.
That's
cook,
what I'm
bruh.
saying, bro.
The
You
other
gotta let me
ball to
cook.
drop. The other
hold,
ball to drop though is the new CBA start on July 1st. You need to do this deal in the next 24 hours, or the deal makes it's a worse deal for your cap situation if
Oh
you
well,
don't do it
The
before
Clippers
July
don't
1st.
care about the cap. They're already
yeah,
over.
they're
They're
over the
over the
second
second tax
apron. They're
apron
over
Nah,
the
with
second
their
regardless.
apron.
They don't
their
care.
cap salary
The
is
Clippers
That
don't care
nigga
about
Steve
that
Ballmer
second
want to
tax
win,
apron.
bro.
Steve Ballmer keeping out
He
on
Yeah,
doesn't
Steve,
bullshit.
care. Yeah, I mean,
That boy
bro,
got
yeah,
he's
money, bro.
printing money, my nigga. Like
Steve Ballmer
his
and them are over the
yeah,
second tax apron right
they're
now, so they don't care about that. They've already made the
Okay.
decision. They don't care.
so look. Here's one of the questions that I have for and then. Do you all see Embiid
nah,
eventually
nah,
cussing out?
nah. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I
I
do.
get it from
I
a
too.
no,
That
I
just
think
came out in
two.
Philly
If he
too.
stays with
They
the
they
team in
tell
2 years,
that people just
he'll.
came out in Philly and said, no matter what's going on, we not bending, we're not breaking the team down, giving the team away. We ain't trading everybody and give no, that's not
Now,
happening.
now,
That's not what they
Wes,
trying
ask
to
that
do.
question again, Wes.
They are not trading and beat.
He
Ask that
he
question
asked
again, Wes.
would
Do you all see Embiid eventually asking out?
Yes,
Nah.
yes.
Yes.
yes, I do. Yes,
Everybody
I do.
outside of Philly think that because y'all know him and y'all know the
No,
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
if
This
anything,
the
You're a
I
hey,
Philly
hey,
do.
hey,
fan.
this
As
the
a
same
Philly
thing
You
I
think
say
fan,
You
it's
with
do
going to
know
KD,
work
him?
man.
out?
Same thing I
You
say
do?
with KD,
You
bro.
think,
Trust
of
me, bro.
course, you
You
think
and
it's
you
going to
start
work
your too
out.
much weight and
But
shit, so
why
you
would
know.
Embiid? Why? First of all, why would Philly as well? Why would either parties want to keep Embiid on a roster that cannot compete, as his window is already shorter and smaller than any other
he's
28
injury
year old?
prone.
What's the point?
Yeah.
He's just starting this supermax right now. They didn't do all of that to trade him
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
He's
They
not
also
leaving.
they all
Look
and
how
No time
long
soon.
it's
you're right.
taken.
They also didn't do all of this tanking and losing just to still be a second round exit team, but here we are.
Nah, that our owner is not on the top. Oh, let me save some money and rebuild. Nah, he is on the all
Well, it
win.
wouldn't be
It's
about
not
saving
Yo,
the money
guys,
though.
Everything we can to
It
win.
wouldn't.
it's
real quick.
it's not about
Wait,
saving the money
low,
and
real
rebuilding
quick, because
though.
this Windhorse is talking about Kyrie or Dame to Philly right now. So he said that's something to keep an eye out for.
No,
Wait, did he put?
If it
Wait, did
is
Ash not
Kyrie,
put
no,
his fingers up
Kyrie
when he
don't
was
go to
saying that?
Phoenix no more, bro. They already got
Ash.
Bill, bro. It's too
No, I
stuffed,
he
said
bro.
said to
Philly.
he said to
Oh, to
Philly.
Philly.
Philly?
Philadelphia.
Yeah,
No,
but we would have to give up Maxi or
please,
No,
Cam
you
for
wouldn't. You wouldn't
Cam
be
no.
Connect.
giving up
I
Maxi
No,
can't
we would
root
for
for this
not.
Kyrie
nigga
at
in a
least.
Sixers
Embiid
jersey.
to
So what
Portland. Embiid to Portland.
are you saying
Embiid to
Embiid ain't
Harden
going
Portland.
to no
are you saying
Portland, dog.
Harden
Calm
This
down.
nigga would
and
never be a second round finalist again.
You said what, low?
are you saying Harden and Luke on the same team?
No,
Oh,
it'd be a three-teamer. A three-teamer, which would send
No,
Kyrie,
man.
Hold on,
Kyrie,
Ash.
Kyrie to Philly.
I'd rather you go back to
Kyrie would go
Dallas
to
than go to
Philly.
Philly, bro. Please don't do this to
You'd
me,
rather
man.
play with the
No,
worst
no, no.
player
I
on
ain't
the
gonna
worst
hold you.
team with the
Kyrie to
worst
Philly
coach?
would be
Kyrie
fine.
and Embiid would be nasty,
No,
though.
nigga, I can't
No, they're
imagine that
not
nigga in
winning
a Sixer
anything. They're not
jersey.
winning
That's
anything.
ugly as hell.
they're
Nigga,
not
he's
they're
in a
not
They're
Yeah, but
winning
not
that
winning
anything
Maxi.
anything.
either.
that would be nasty.
They're not
They're
winning
not winning
Ash,
anything.
anything.
dude.
That
I'd
would
rather
be
him be
that
with
that would
Luca
be
than
dope
be
Get
with
you
for
Embiid.
some, get
I'm
you some
sorry,
draft picks.
man.
Get you some young
that'd
If
be
Embiid
dope
was
players,
on a
Low,
for
bro.
the
different team, I
culture.
wouldn't
Time to
care.
rebuild, bro.
low. The
Yeah.
trade would be he's talking about a 3-teamer: Kyrie to Philly, Harden to Clippers, and then assets go back to Dallas, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Man,
Dallas not
Dallas
doing that
gets
deal.
4 big
We move.
players.
Dallas is not doing that
Hell
shit.
Dallas
nah,
would
dude.
do that. Why would
I mean,
Dallas not do
that's
that?
better than that's better than them.
Nah.
Dallas would do that because Dallas not only
Oh, what you
you
said?
gotta
Repeat that
you gotta
again. It said
understand they don't have
they
a
said what? It would
It would
be
be
what?
assets back to the Mavericks. I don't just see
Kyrie,
the Mavericks
Kyrie,
wanting to
Kyrie,
get
Yeah,
assets.
but what?
Kyrie to Philly.
Unless,
I don't think that's good enough for them
yeah,
I,
that's what
either.
I'm saying.
I think they
Yeah.
would, bro. I think y'all.
Well, it might be good enough if he be like, I don't
I'm
want to
about
come
to say,
back.
I
Then
think
Yeah,
we'll
no,
y'all
do
I
it.
Luca
don't.
is young
That's the
enough where
thing,
you
though.
could
I
do
don't think
that.
Kyrie.
Luca is young
I
enough
don't
where
think
you could do that.
Kyrie is opposed to coming back to the Dallas Mavericks
yeah,
because
but
they're
I
the main.
think
They're the
Dallas.
only team
And
offering
then
him that much money, and then two, he gets to play
let
with
me see if
Luca.
you can.
Yeah,
No,
but
and the
I
Mavericks
think
have been very
Dallas.
What did he
publicly
sign
like, "Yo,
for?
we want Kyrie
The
back."
I
money would
think
just be he would
What's
just
his?
sign and trade.
Hold on. What's his
It
option?
would
His
just be a
option
sign
is
and
what?
trade.
34. So Kyrie wouldn't be able to. He would be able to get like 40. He would be able to get like 40 from us. That would be. You can't go any higher than 40 though. If you would do that
you
sign and
can't
trade.
believe we're talking about paying
Yeah,
Kyrie Irving $40 million. Fuck.
the Mavericks gonna make
40
the Mavericks gonna
million?
get that nigga the money he wants, bro.
Okay,
So
wait. Let's be clear about what we just said again. Kyrie going to.
40 million for an injury prone point
Yeah,
guard?
yeah. I don't. Yeah. Kyrie going to
hey,
Philly.
read it and weep, nigga.
Yo, KB, delete
Read
that
it and
shit,
weep,
bro. Don't
nigga.
piss me
That's
off.
what I'm saying, bro. This nigga real
Bro,
life.
bro,
This
that
nigga
duo
real
is the
life
most
Yo,
calm.
delete that shit,
integral
bro.
duo in NBA
Yes,
history, bro. I
sir.
Hey, Harden and
swear,
Chris
bro. That
Paul reunited
they're
in
playing
Golden State.
Hey,
they
yo,
are playing a
Tween,
max
Tween,
10
like the
games together,
comment.
bro.
Yo,
Tween, like
Max
the
AJ.
10
comment in the
games.
shit, bro. Help the ratio, help the ratio.
Low, get
I got
KB
you. I
out of
got
here
you. I
right
got
now.
You're
Bro,
gone, buddy.
it's the
Low,
discussion.
get him out of
You're
here
gone,
right
buddy.
now. I
Everybody
just
help the
got Trey out of
ratio.
here. Get him out of here, bro.
I also
Nah,
let me say this
nigga.
as well. Even if that trade goes through, which if again just to repeat it, Kyrie to Philly, James to Clippers, and a lot of those assets that we were referring to
By athlete,
going
bro.
back to Dallas. I
Why
actually
did you
think
call him James? We
I,
don't know you, nigga.
I actually do think that that's a better situation for Dallas than just getting Kyrie. Just to be honest with you all, because I think
What?
it is. I think that fills out the roster way better, and it gives them probably more flexibility moving forward.
I wouldn't say all
It
that.
does. It gives them.
They didn't trade for. Then you would trade. You traded two people. You let two people walk for nothing. That's basically what they did in less than 3 years.
Okay, but you're gonna what? Gonna keep Kyrie just so you can say you have Kyrie on the roster? Is that why you're keeping him?
I would. It's better to keep him and make him stay and get better things for him than just give him
Yeah,
away.
I think no.
To me,
I think what would be better if you fill out the roster completely, so you're much more well
Low.
rounded than just.
With Norman Powell,
That's
Marcus Morris.
Do you,
right.
no,
Woo.
not just
That's right.
hold on. That's what I wanted to comment and
Marcus
ask.
Morris.
Do
Now
you all
Powell
Marcus
can
see?
play
Morris.
though.
All right,
Powell
Right.
can
yeah,
play.
bro.
D-Wade, that's D-Wade
Powell
though.
can
Yo,
That's
play.
let West
D-Wade.
speak. Let West speak. He's trying to say something.
Could you all see a scenario where Terrence Mann gets moved to Dallas to like get them to play ball?
That's a,
If they wanted to be a 3-team, well, because the Clippers don't have
Yo,
to.
low,
But
bring
could you
Trey
see
up.
a
I can't.
scenario where that?
Well, I can
Because
see that
if they could
if
acquire
Harden
Terrence
goes,
Mann,
if
I would
Harden
actually like that deal for Dallas a
that's
lot
what I'm
more.
saying.
no, if Harden comes
Oh,
to
Hairman got
okay,
a
the
lot
okay.
of
Clippers, I
upside,
can
We're
see
on
bro.
the
that
same
happening
page.
because man wouldn't
But
play. I can see
that's
that.
the 3 team scenario is that Kyrie goes to
Right,
Philly, Harden goes to the Clippers, and a lot of those guards, such as Man,
yeah,
Norman Powell,
right,
probably a wing or two as well from both teams,
right.
goes to Dallas, and it gives Dallas way more flexibility on what they can do moving forward, while also making the team way more well rounded.
And
Dallas is about to
they
go into next season. If they just sign Kyrie as he is right now, they're about to go next season with Kyrie, Luca, Dwight Powell, like a bunch of just role
Josh.
players that they don't have the flexibility to do anything with them.
So,
yeah, but then you kind of scrap it next year.
You're scrapping the future regardless because you're going to be financially locked with the team that you have off of the money that you're going to be paying both Luca and Kyrie.
Do you think their fans want to hear that shit though?
Who cares? What?
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, if you're a season ticket holder, do you want to hear that shit?
Who?
Like, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. It makes sense, but
Hey, wait, but I got a question. 2 minute warning. How are you feeling about this whole situation, man? Philly not wanting to extend Harden, Harden asking out the Sixers in general.
it's actually annoying me
I got a
because
question.
we
Sorry.
made the trade for nothing. Like the Ben Simmons trade was for nothing. I thought the whole point was to keep Harden and re-sign him. Now it's just like going down the drain. It's like it's making no sense. And You can't move forward if you changing the fucking team every year. How can you get how can you get anything going if you keep changing the team every year? Now you got Harden is probably gonna be gone. Everybody and their grandma wanted us to trade Tobias. So and then he ain't really happy in his role. So now you change it two more big cogs and it just it's just too much. It's too much. I need somebody to be on the team 3 years in a row for us to even have a
This has
chance
to
to
be a
do
discussion.
anything. What happened, Eli?
So how do you feel like Eli? You're about to
I
say
was
something?
saying no, no,
Hey,
no.
And and,
that
and
nigga
on
tweeted
top of
about
that,
I
Kyrie.
was saying that.
Bro
oh, okay.
tweeted about Kyrie.
And,
Listen,
and
I
on
was
top of
saying
Miami
that,
have
our
what
interest
I
in
bench,
was saying was
Kyrie. Kyrie to
half of
Miami
our
be moving.
bench
Jesus
is
Christ.
under is not under contract. That's on
What I
top of
was saying is
everything
Yo,
else.
can niggas let Eli
this
talk?
has to be like this has to be an ownership decision because I don't think this from Daryl. That nigga loves
I,
Harden, bro.
I also agree because that's not again.
Daryl
Let's
give Harden.
No, but that's what they're saying right
Daryl will
now.
give
He's
Harden
saying
50 mil, bro. He love that nigga.
even Woj is saying the same thing right now on
Yeah,
TV.
Daryl do
He's
love young nigga.
saying they couldn't
Oh,
agree
I
to the
love Daryl.
money on the in the years.
I'm
So
the
that's
owner,
what
not
they're
the
No,
saying.
G.
but but the
I
the
don't think the
problem with,
morals.
especially if they don't get another star in return for Harden, that goes against.
But how
No,
can you?
I'm just saying in a general sense. If they don't get another star for
Right.
Harden, that goes against everything Daryl Morey has ever stood for throughout his entire time as a general manager.
Yeah, I put a report in the chat down there that a reporter that's always on point said that they not giving them away. Like if it's not the type of deal that's going to be for what they want back, then they're not going to make the deal. But I mean, if he don't want to be here no more, then what's the
I'm about to
point of
say
him
we
being
can't.
here?
It can't be all these things at one time. If
Right,
you're not going to get what you want out of him, then you
right,
might as well just give him the contract. Then like, what are we doing right now?
right,
Like
right,
we're too close to July because July is when it kicks off. We're 2 days away from this really kicking off for us not to
It's
know.
actually tomorrow. Free agency begins
Or
tomorrow.
tomorrow, excuse
yeah,
me.
tomorrow,
We're we're
right,
we're, we're
right,
here.
Oh, I thought it
We're
was.
here at free agency where don't.
It
It's
is
not like you
tomorrow.
don't
Holy
know
shit.
what you're going to get for these players. Kyrie's already
right.
untested. Dame is already tested. That's the reason why Portland is like we've tested what we're going to get for Scoot. Where it wasn't enough, so that's why we drafted him. We already know what these teams and players are going to get. So like we're too close for anybody to sit here and go back and forth with. Oh well, we're not going to get what we get for Harden, and we're not going to like. Then just give him the contract in. Like it doesn't really make
Right.
any sense. So Harden opting in lets me know that both parties have already assessed the market as well. They sat down and had a conversation and they've assessed the market. Because if Harden felt like he could go get a contract for a team that he wanted to go get one for, he would have just gone and get it. He's not going to take a
All right,
1 year
yo,
deal.
here go another report right here that just came out in Philly from that same good reporter that I get all my good stuff. He said lead sources says the Sixers still plan to negotiate with James Harden and his reps when the new league starts tomorrow. Remember, the Sixers still got his rights, and nobody can tamper, and the penalties will be still the penalties. It seems they didn't want to risk another tampering issue by emerging in talks this earlier
That
in the
doesn't make
year.
any
So
sense.
basically, they saying it still could be a chance that they
Well,
could get a long
the
term
thing
deal.
is that from what it's looking like, it doesn't look as if he actually like wanted to truly leave. It's just a matter of he
No,
didn't
I
get a
think they just
contract.
couldn't work it
Yeah,
out.
the nigga just wants his
Right,
But
money.
that
He's getting
doesn't make
old.
any sense though. Why not
No,
just
but because this is going to be his last big contract, so he wants to make sure he
no,
can
I
opt
get
the money.
that, but
I mean, but opting in
if he
does
opted
give you
in,
more time to
but no, but
negotiate.
if he opted into his if he opted into the last year of his
He
deal,
can extend. He can extend with the
I get that,
Sixers.
but
Right,
why?
he can
But
extend.
what I'm asking is, nigga, extension is an extension. So is our extension conversation going to be different from Tuesday than it was for Friday? Like, nigga, like
Well, it
No.
gives you
No,
more
because
time. If you opt out, then he ain't got
an
to negotiate
extension.
with you
Wait,
at
wait, look,
all.
because an extension isn't as much money, if I'm not wrong, as it would be if he just flat out
Right,
signed with them.
right. He obviously won it in the 40s, and
Yeah.
I
that option was
If
what
if you
35
were to
million, something
somehow
like
sign
that.
into an opt in an extension, it would be less than it would be if he just signed for a max. So
I'm not
yeah.
saying,
Right.
but he could have. What I'm saying is, he could have signed an extension before opting in. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's part of the problem. They
Yeah,
couldn't
they couldn't do
negotiate
that. They
on
didn't
that.
want to get fined for tampering and
Yo,
shit.
he
So they
Listen,
couldn't
didn't
bro.
have
get
to do
no
it.
Listen,
more
bro.
money
Listen,
than that
listen.
option. He couldn't get no more money than that.
This is what I'm saying. if we had came to the conclusion that I'm going to give you an extension regardless, there would be no need for you to opt in. You would have
No, they
opted.
haven't come. No, Lo, they haven't come to that conclusion. I'm saying what they're saying is they're leaving many windows open.
Hold on. Are you saying you're saying we're going to come to a conclusion sooner or later? So just opt out and
Yes,
then we'll make it happen. Is that
same
what
way
you're
that many
saying?
of us believe that
Okay.
Draymond just
All
opted
right.
out so then they could talk about an
Right.
extension. If it was really
Right.
if an extension was truly
I
on the
got you.
table, at least to the
I
point
got
to where it could be entertained, then just opt out and it will give you the extension the same way Draymond's about to get his extension. That's what it would just be.
you. I got
You
you.
don't opt. You don't.
But it's a little bit different when you won 4 chips.
Hey, yo,
You
I
know what
Al,
I
know,
let me
but
mean?
ask you
what I'm
something.
saying
Al,
is that
why would you get an extension with the Sixers if you know Embiid is going to force a trade next year?
uh-oh.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I told
Yo,
you
don't
Harden
come
was
in here
leaving.
with your
I told you I'm
bullshit.
ahead of you, dog. I told you Harden was
Don't come
leaving.
in here with your
Embiid is
bullshit,
out
man.
next year too. Pack his ass the fuck up too. New
Yo,
York,
don't start
hit
your
me up.
shit, man.
I'll take Julius Randle right
He
now.
No, you
not.
will
no,
not.
you
No.
would, no, you would, no, you would.
Does he
This
now?
nigga just
Does
said
he
New
now?
York.
I'll
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at him
Hey, you
laugh.
was credible for a
Julius
moment there,
Randle,
Shannon, bro. You was
right?
credible for a moment there,
He
bro.
laughed. He laughed as soon as he said it. He couldn't even say
Nigga
what he
said
was
Julius
saying.
Randle
I'm
for Embiid.
serious.
Nah,
Embiid is going.
man.
Yeah,
Listen,
we
what you
serious,
think?
bro.
If this shit
Hey,
don't work
don't
out,
let
That's some
him cook,
nasty
man.
work.
Don't let him
dog.
cook.
That's some
What you think?
nasty work, man.
Yeah, let's
Bro,
get to
they
these
Nigga done
packed
left
up
players,
his
that
man.
ring.
Oh, I
anonymous
tried it with
nigga.
so
That,
many
it
coaches.
They
tells me
I
that
packed
shit
up
tried
was
the
it
Oh,
with
come
9
on. I
anonymous.
different
take
players.
Julius
Philly just
Randle.
can't get it right. He's
The
out of
amateur
Philly.
NBA analyst nigga got packed, bro. No way.
He not
Wait, he
leaving,
got
man.
packed?
He
Stop
got
that shit.
packed up?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's gone. He's gone.
No
Wait,
Way.
Who
what
got
happened? What
packed up?
happened?
Who
What
got
happened?
packed up? Who got packed up?
The
They
anonymous
got our.
account
They
is
got.
What?
leaving. They got
They
him out of
got.
here.
They got.
They packed who
Damn,
up?
no
You talking about
way.
Bro,
the
I
nigga
just want to.
That nigga
that
Adam
was talking
Silver
about
put in
Woj?
the call.
What happened, Ash? Say it again.
So the
They
nigga,
packed. They packed
the
up the
nigga
nigga
who
who's been
was
making the.
the same nigga who was leaking shit and had the correct information about the draft and like what would happen with
Oh,
Harden. That nigga just got packed up.
Jesus Christ, that's tough.
Adam Silver put in the call, but if you niggas know, Mark Cuban followed him a couple minutes ago, so he probably put in a call.
No, niggas was saying he
That
was
nigga.
following him for like a week.
That nigga
Oh,
He been
definitely.
word?
following him.
That
Oh
nigga.
yeah, no, that nigga
That
Yeah, he
sources
nigga
was
been
legit.
following him
definitely
for a
That
worked
nigga
week.
in the
sources
front
was
office,
legit.
bro. No way they
I
was
don't
just
think
gonna
he.
keep.
No.
That
Wait,
nigga
wait.
just
Because it
gave.
doesn't say he's
That nigga
suspended.
just gave
He's
Shams and
deactivated.
Woj a
He's
run for his
deactivated
money, and they
before.
packed him quick, man.
He's. I think
Yeah.
it's gotten too
If
big.
you think this is on his own free volition, bro, you're crazy. I'm sorry to say.
It was, nigga. He's been doing this for a while, nigga. Every time he gets too big, he'll deactivate.
He has 30,000 followers.
The okay.
So when will he come back? Never.
Do y'all understand what I'm saying though about the whole extension thing? Because if it was really truly extension talk, like genuine,
Yeah, he would have got it right
if I'm
now,
about to say
bro. But he can't get no more money. Then they opted.
if
So that's what he's betting on himself.
if it's genuine,
No, I think he just he I think he thinking by opting in, I'm forcing your hand. That's what I think he's thinking. I'm forcing your
but you're
hand.
forcing your hand to do either or. Like if we can't get to this agreement about this extension, then it does genuinely mean trading me is still on the table just as much as an extension. That's my point. Is
Right,
that if we're
right.
just talking extension, I'm just opting out and then getting the extension. I'm not going to sit here and opt into a 1 year deal for what? The only reason why I'm opting into a 1 year deal is to
Because you're going to
trade me.
trade me.
That's the
But
reason why.
but hold on, did you listen to me about the report? The report also said too, opting in allows him that nobody can't talk to him now because he opted in already. So nobody, Clippers can't call him. Nobody can talk to him when he's opt in. When he's opt out, anybody
But we
can
knew,
talk to him. You
but
got me?
that again, that was already understood. Again, part of the reason why Harden opts in is because he knew that if he went into free agency, nobody had the cap space nor the ability to sign him to the deal
Then
that
the
he
Sixers.
wanted
The
to.
Sixers will make the big deal
So
for him and then trade him.
exactly. So if you are like, there's no need
Right.
for me to talk to the Clippers because the Clippers can't afford me anyway in free agency. Nobody could just sign me regardless in free agency.
Yeah, the Clippers wouldn't be able to sign and
Exactly.
trade
So
for him.
if I'm Harden and I still want
No,
to,
you could have signed Paul. You could have signed and
No, no,
traded
no, no,
Paul
no, no.
George.
Because of the CBA, they physically
they
cannot sign and
can't.
trade for him.
Right now you can.
No,
Tomorrow you
I'm
because of
can.
the
saying if he opted
CBA, because
out.
they're over the second tax apron. There are things that they are removed from doing. They couldn't,
even before July 1st.
but they can't trade him before
Yeah,
July 1st because he's on the what you call it.
no, he can trade. You could trade him right this second. You got
But
24
guess what?
hours
He
to
has
trade.
to be opted into his contract for that to happen.
Right, right,
So that's my
right. I got
point.
you.
The opting
Okay.
in
I got you, man.
exactly
I got
opting
you. I
in
got
gave him as much flexibility for the potential trade when that's on the
you. Okay,
table.
I feel you.
If I just went into
Got
free agency,
Hey, yo, get my
I'm
nigga
getting.
Flazaba Mike. Like by any means possible, bro.
Oh my god!
Nah.
Yo, let's not be stupid and act like DeAndre Ayton ain't going
Hey, yo, Katie, how
to
you feel
move in the
about your
package.
3-point percentage, man? 22% outside the
DeAndre.
paint.
Yo, AJ, shut up.
Facts.
Nah, no
I
funny
love that
though.
nigga, bro.
Didn't Woj say that like his time in Philly is done?
I kind of feel like it's done. I mean, if like I said before, if we came to a conclusion on a real contract extension, then I'm opting out, and then you just give me the extension. You give me the new deal after that. The same way that I think is going to happen with Draymond. You don't go sign. You don't opt in for one more year, thinking that the extension is following after that. You sign in for one more deal to optimize your options for a potential trade later on down the line. That's why you do that. Like that doesn't make any. It doesn't make any sense to opt in for one more year, then do a contract extension. I just go get my contract extension. So like I think that he's like trading is very realistically on the table, and like I stated before, bro, if they get a bunch of role players for Harden, bro, like we got to be serious with ourselves. We have to be serious.
But what can we get for him right now, bro? Like, this nigga know he can't even go in the market and command no money. That's why the fuck, like, he trying to opt in at one level. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how much money is Harden worth right now.
Not a lot. Definitely not a lot.
I hope they move Tobias Harris with him.
I think that's too much because Harden is like 30 and Tobias is almost like 40. It's like 70 million. They trying to move at one time. That'd be crazy.
But it would be smart. It
It'll
would
be
be smart
smart,
to
but
try to
that'd be
move though.
crazy. A $70 million trade?
Like, these,
That's
he
crazy.
gonna come off the books. He gonna come off the books
Yeah,
in a year.
he's also expiring,
So
but trying to trade
he's a salary
trading
dump.
both of them at the same time in one deal, a $70 million trade is crazy. That's a
There's no way
Not
that
for
shit would even
nothing.
happen.
Not for nothing. Giannis might be on the move next
all
to.
right, bro. This nigga's chatting, bro.
Giannis
He
might
Yo,
be on
he's
the
not
move
lying.
next
He's
to.
not lying.
No, Giannis ain't going
Chatting,
nowhere.
bro.
Giannis is not going anywhere. He will
Bro,
stay in.
them niggas lose Brook Lopez, bro. If they lose again in the playoffs to like the Celtics or some shit, he on the move, my nigga. Fuck out of here.
He
Nah, he
not
won't.
leaving
Nah,
They
he
next
get
year,
a
won't
bro.
go.
He's
haul,
at
bro.
If
Giannis ain't going nowhere.
Giannis is not going to go anywhere. Plus, if that's the case, if he were to request a trade, the fucking Bucks are going to make everybody pay a ransom for him to have to
Yeah,
even
you had to
leave the
give up your
team.
whole team plus all your draft picks for the next 10 years to get him.
Hey, yo,
Literally,
Lo,
you know that whole deal they did with Minnesota when it came to
Yeah,
Rudy
it would
Gobert.
be
Expect
worse.
that bigger.
Right, right, right.
I got them with a trade, man. Fuck
This
hey,
y'all
nigga
since we
mean.
Dame
talking about
too. I
Lopez,
hate Dame
I
so
want to
much.
ask Lo a
what's
question.
that?
What did
What's
Dame
He
that?
said
tweet, AJ?
survived too many storms to
Hey,
be
Lo, what you
bothered by
think about
raindrops.
niggas is talking about
Niggas a
Bruce
clown.
Brown, Brooke Lopez
Yo,
for the
what you say,
mid
AJ?
level?
what did Dame
Who
I
you
wasn't
say?
rather
in the jumper. Go ahead.
who you rather
Please.
take, Brooke Lopez or
Dame a
Bruce
goofy,
I
Brown?
bro.
rather I rather have
They talking about Lopez and what's the name going to the
I
Lakers.
ra-
No, I'm just
Let's
saying
give
I
Dame his.
rather
between
Let's
Bruce
I
give
or
rather
Dame.
I
between
rather
Brooke.
have Brooke Lopez over Bruce Brown.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Yeah, I'd
not gonna
rather
lie.
have
This
Brooke.
sounds
I
shitty,
think Brooke.
but I don't even want this loser ass nigga on my team, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like his energy just loser as fuck, and it would affect everybody. He's a bitch. I would rather have.
Which player?
I
I'm
would
talking about
dead
Dame.
ass.
He's a clown,
Who you a
bro. He's a
fan of?
I would
clown.
rather have
That nigga
dribbling
don't deserve
Farrakhan
nothing,
than
bro.
this Lamian Lillard ass nigga, bro. He's a bitch. I would slap him if I ever met him, bro.
Uh-oh.
Word to
Don't
hard.
don't don't
Eli,
have
you
me
don't like Damian Lillard?
don't have him come in here now, Eli.
You said what?
Don't have him come in
Hey,
here.
yo.
Yo, don't
One
go.
nigga
Uh-oh.
he
Don't go
needs to
out
get in
of
If
here.
he
certain
if he come in here,
territory.
I hope you're gonna keep that same energy.
Don't go out of certain.
If Miami
Who
win the
Yeah.
Dame?
game, they're the
Any
favorites to
scenario
win.
that we could get Dame without trading Maxi, I'm for it, except for Embiid.
Now I move that nigga MB for Lillard.
Man, stop that Embiid moving shit.
100%, nigga.
Stop that shit.
100%.
I don't know why.
100%.
I
One
don't
of
know
them
why.
play in the playoffs. One of them
You
fold,
do
nigga.
realize that y'all are
Eli,
one
you
bad trade
bugging. If you
away
guys
from
get
What?
Dame, you're the
Wait, one of
favorite.
them what?
wait what?
What does Dame do?
He be balling. Fuck you talking about, man? Why y'all niggas be shitting on Dame? He ain't had no
For
help.
they just trying to be cool. They just trying to act different.
Yeah,
Dame is
niggas is
sympathy, bro.
weird,
What you
man. Just let
talking
it
Baby
about?
go
just
off air.
trying
But
to
that
Dame is
don't
act.
mean
literally
I ain't gonna
Everybody
help
know
him.
Dame is that
Dame
boy.
is
Stop
literally
it.
I ain't
one of
gonna
the
help him.
best fucking point guards in the fucking
This
league.
nigga's
There's
Dame is
no
that
You
boy.
doubt
worried about
about
him
it.
being good
There is
point
no doubt
guard,
about
bro.
it.
It's
The
like
only
you're
problem with Dame, the
trying to
only
lie
problem with
to a
Dame is his
lie
fucking
that
loyalty.
bro.
Yeah, I don't think he really
I
wants to
got
leave
no
The
Portland,
only
bro.
no
Loyal to a
problem.
No,
fault, man.
Hey,
he
look,
Loyal
look,
to a
he
look.
fault.
he
Yo,
wants to
do
leave.
they
He
know?
wants to leave. He wants to leave Portland. Believe me, he wants to leave Portland. The only
He
problem
care
that
too
with it
much
is that
about
he
what we
knows
think.
so
That's really what
he
it
Let me see
is.
if I can get
Then
Dame
why
in
He
he
here,
be
ain't
bro.
say
fronting
that?
like
Then
KD.
no
He
he
care
does
too much
Nah,
he
about what we
stupid,
think.
bro.
That Dame need to
then
just
why
make
he
his
ain't say
move.
that
no
in the
he not
meeting the
worried.
other
He
day?
need to
Why
just
he
make
ain't
his
say
He's
I
move.
worried
want
about
out
what we
right
think,
now?
but he's also he's also worried about how another organization is going to
No, no,
treat
no, no,
him.
no.
Because if you
Answer
look at
my
how the
question, dog.
gonna
Answer my
tell him?
question.
Who's gonna
If he
tell him?
want out
That,
so bad, why he go in the meeting with
This
the owner
this
and didn't
Dom nigga
say, "Yo,
said, I don't
trade
know
me
if it
right
was
now"?
Sham or Woj.
Bro,
because
he
he
would have been. He should have
That's
been
Yo,
all
how
he
said
did
had to
that.
do.
yo AJ? How did niggas find this bro, account this so nigga, quick though?
That's all he had to do is go in there
Hey,
and say, "I want
Bro,
to be out." And he
keep
hey,
this
did
one
it.
but
on the
hold up. On some
DL,
real
bro.
shit,
but
if
see, that's
Miami
going to
was a
be the
team,
thing. Even if he,
Bro,
the
can
thing
these
is,
niggas
even if
calm
he
down?
goes and asks out, even if he goes and
Bro,
asks
so
out, the
stupid.
only problem about it is who's going to be able to take that contract outside of.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to hit that.
Hmm.
That's my fault. That's my fault. I'm so sorry.
No. I
I was
appreciate
just
it.
saying the only thing about it is that if he were to ask out,
How
then
does
you
it
got
get
to
to
think about
KD?
who around the league is going to want to give you the amount of assets and be able to match. Now that we're going to go
What's
into
his
the
number this
actual
year?
new CBA, how are we going to be able to match that?
Matter of fact, what's his number this year? 55.
Oh my God! If it's
Yes.
55, that's
So
crazy.
Jesus
that's what I'm
Christ.
saying. If you go on and get Dame, now you have to deal with the new CBA. That means you got to now count and match that salary in order for him to be able to
Hey,
leave.
hey,
If you're
Cash.
also Dame, Dame don't
If
even
we
want to lose that benefit of leaving Portland with all the things that's probably been offered to him by his family, all the living situations that another organization probably wouldn't even give to Dame just because of how invested he is. So I can
He's
understand
four.
why
He's
Dame
45.
doesn't want to leave. But it's at the same time, there's no other team out there unless they're going to mortgage their entire future to be able to drag Dame out of fucking Portland. If you're Portland, I don't have to trade Dame. He doesn't have a no trade clause. Yeah, we want to do right by him, but we want to do right by the organization too. We're not just going to get rid of probably our greatest player just for a bunch of role players and a bunch of fucking like miniature assets. That doesn't make
Wait,
but they
sense.
this
already have a good
greatest trailblazer
foundation with
ever?
Scoot, Sharp. You know what I'm saying?
So even
Nasir.
with that being the case, just because I got those young players does not mean I want to go on and still move my greatest player and move him for fucking pennies on the dollar. I still want to be able to have guys that I can build the future and assets to build the future with when it comes to Portland. And we're a small market
no,
team, and we've had all the worries, we've had all the problems of trying to
Dame is
surround
a
Dame
winner
with a
though.
team.
I don't know
Why
what
would
these
I
niggas
not
talking
try to
about.
go on and
Dame is
try
a
to
No, but
get
if
winner.
they
more
know
out
Dame
of
wants
them?
to leave, why are they gonna keep him there? They're not gonna. They're
Dame
gonna
is a
get pennies on
winner.
the dollar
Is that
regardless.
his
If he
real
puts a
account,
list
KB?
out, if he puts
oh,
a list out of where he
I
wants
just
to
looked
go.
You
it
said
up.
what?
It's not
Is that new
55
account
yet.
his
It's
real
only
Yeah,
account?
42 next year.
Yeah, that's his
Dime
real account.
dropping
Yeah,
dimes. Who's that?
dropping
Bro,
dimes.
keep
Who's
Yo, you
that?
heard
bro,
it? It's only 42
bro,
next
all
year. It ain't
1,600 of
that
y'all
high.
in here, bro.
Okay.
Keep this account on the DL, bro. We gotta keep it.
Yeah, it's only 42. 42 ain't bad.
Nigga, you
42 ain't
can't
bad.
have blown up tweets and
Bro,
be like,
keep
keep
this
it
shit
on the
on the
DL,
DL,
bro.
bro.
No group chats, no
What is
nothing,
this
bro.
nigga
Straight
talking
like that.
about?
Eh,
Yeah,
Dame
42 ain't
sucks,
bad
bro.
at
Why
all.
y'all wasting so much energy arguing about this fuck
I
ass
don't know
nigga?
why he keeps
Fuck.
talking about Dame. Nigga keeps calling the
So
greatest
what y'all
trailblazer.
Nobody.
think gonna happen to DeAndre Ayton
No
right
way.
now?
We no.
Because you know
No,
that's
Who
where Harden
He's
cares?
want to
gonna
go
be he's gonna
I
stupid.
be
didn't. I
stuck in
didn't. I,
You
Phoenix.
know
He's
Harden
literally
want
man,
to
gonna be
go
who
stuck in
anyway,
stupid.
Phoenix.
cares?
nobody
Nobody
want
can
his
get
bum
worse than
ass.
Dame, but
But
somehow
Aiden,
good. Jesus
He
nobody
fucking
gonna
want
be
him.
a
Christ. Oh my
backup.
god.
He gonna be Embiid's
But
backup.
wait. Good.
Who?
Aiden is another situation where again they've already assessed the landfill, bro. They look to see who I can get for Aiden, and it wasn't nothing. So that's why they already reported that they're just going to keep him, bro. A lot of these things have already been assessed. People are doing things for a reason. These are things that are being done for a reason. What's his name? Opting in is for a reason. Draymond opting out is for a reason because they can go out there and get Draymond can probably get closer to the dollar amount that he wants to give himself better leverage in negotiation conversations with the Warriors.
Dame
Reason
just said
why.
survive too many storms to be bothered by raindrops.
Nigga, fuck that nigga. Who cares, bro?
Whatever
Who
the fuck
cares
that
about that?
means.
I
Fuck
don't
that
care
nigga.
about what Dame's got to say because anything Dame's going to put out into the media is going to be the things that troll everybody and just give them just the kind of stuff like I'm probably going to go here like just to keep sparking rumors and all that stuff like that.
Niggas was rocking with Dame until he started being like this cold weirdo. Like niggas was fucking with him before that. He didn't have no many haters like
Yo,
that
I was
before.
hearing something about Dallas with Kyrie could be a player and moving him and shit like that, and maybe he'll end up in
I,
Philly. This was just
I
on the
know. I don't
baseball
even think that'll be the case. It doesn't make sense for Cuban to go on and trade, do everything they did to try to get Kyrie there in Dallas, and then just go on and trade him for someone like Harden. You're going to trade not only another guy who has to deal with his injuries, who's also older than Kyrie, but then I also got to deal with someone who's also forced his way out of
Nah, Kyrie.
three
I mean, all they really traded
organizations.
was Dorian
Well, I'm
Finney
just
Jr.
looking
They
at
ain't really.
Sixers are going to look like for a primary ball handler on the market if he's moving.
If you want a primary ball
Man, you
handler,
They
gotta
got
get
you
four
want to
something
get
back.
spots.
somebody like
Four
Fred Van
pounds, four
Vliet.
spots.
You
Pause.
can go get a guy like Fred Van Vliet to do that and have actually better leadership in your locker room to be able to match with those guys. Don't go and go get
Leadership,
somebody
what?
like
Come on, dog.
Harden.
What you talking about leadership,
You
bro?
know
You
what
got
though?
Tyrese
Did
Maxey,
you?
who good.
Okay. From the reports and from me even seeing that, Fred Van Vliet has been regarded as one of the best leaders in the locker room
He's
when it
a
came
better
to the
leader than
Raptors.
Travis.
That is
I
no
seen
doubt.
I
So
seen
for
that
you
nigga.
to bring
I seen
somebody
that nigga
in,
throw
Bus,
people under the
literally,
bus.
Yo, you know what trade would
Literally
work
threw
for
his
this
team
I
under
seen
that
though?
that
nigga
bus.
throw
That
people
nigga's
under
not
the
no good,
bus.
bro.
What would trade would work if you Kyrie said, you know what, I don't want to be there. Get me out of here. Kyrie come here, Harden go to LA, and then you give Luca some shooters from LA. That would work for all of the teams.
Man, why would Kyrie go and play with a worse player? That
Yeah,
shit.
that
It's
Kyrie to
not
Philly
about
shit. You
Kyrie.
like
He
that
might
shit,
not
huh?
just want to play with
I
Luca
got
no
you
more.
hooked with that shit. That's
but then what's the point
leadership.
of getting Kyrie at the first place? So you're
Well,
gonna tell Luca, hey, I'm gonna get rid of Luke. I'm gonna
yeah,
get
but
rid of
that's two different
Kyrie just
subjects.
to be able to go get some other guys to surround you around with. Where he wanted another star.
Yeah,
That
But
was
but
they
the
didn't
that's
give
biggest
that
point.
much up. They
that's
didn't give
two
that much
different
up for Kyrie in the
subjects. You,
first
you
place.
talking about two different subjects. One subject was why did you get him from the beginning? The other subject is what you going to do now. If he don't want to be there, it's rather to
Yeah,
get
why didn't he
something
extend
than
him?
nothing.
Because he's a free agent.
Right.
Here's the thing: when you're on the option, when
He
you
already knew
decide to
that. He already
decline
knew
that,
that going
or
in.
even for the fact he was on his last year of his deal,
So
he's
he
Right.
not
might
going
be
to go
looking to
into
get
free
out of Dallas,
agency
is
and
what
ask.
you're telling me.
He's not going to get an extension before he goes into free agency and go on and risk getting less money where he can go into free agency, be able to ask for more money and for the better years of security. I'm not going to ask for any extension, especially for the fact he's on the last year. He was going into free agency anyway on this last year of his deal. So
Yeah.
at this point, I might as well
What you
If
tell
he
knew.
wanted to
Dallas,
stay
hey,
with
I
Dallas,
want to
What
he
you
would
be
have signed
knew.
a
here,
deal with
but you need
Dallas
to give me
already.
some
Right.
money.
Yeah, but you knew that going in too. You knew this was all risk. It was
Hey, yo,
all
But
out.
Al,
Dallas
if he
no,
wanted
but
to stay
Dallas
with
knew the
Dallas,
risk.
he would have
Dallas
signed with
knew
them.
Dallas knew the risk, but Dallas knew the reward because they knew that they had his bird rights. They had the opportunity to give him more money. Now, how they want to talk
And
with
the
Kyrie,
contracts they
especially for the
traded were more.
fact that they took the chance on Kyrie after all the controversy, that plays a bigger hand into why Kyrie will want to come back to Dallas.
Yeah, but Kyrie could be like, all right, I take a little bit less and sign and trade me. Or nothing. I'll walk for nothing.
What would, but here's the thing about it. Someone's got to work out the sign and the
Yeah, I
trade.
get
The
it.
Dallas
I get it.
Mavericks still have to execute a sign and trade in order for that to happen. And then you even look at the fact what team on the market is going to be able to get Kyrie.
Us. Us. That's who.
Us, nigga.
Yeah, which one of you
Us.
niggas
We
kicked
got
them?
we got the capability of doing that right now.
We got Embiid.
Yeah, which one of you niggas kicked them?
Hey,
And if
look,
I ain't know.
and I'm telling you right now, if
it
we
was
keep him
necessary.
Maxey, we add in Kyrie
He did what had
and
Yo,
to be done.
Ash. Yeah, Ash, did you
Woo!
But
kick
look,
them?
yeah, you know, he did
that's
what had to be
nasty.
done. Look,
Yo, this
That's
look,
is
nasty if we can
Yo,
add
I
Kyrie to
sent
he did
Maxey.
what had
Tobias
to be done.
Harris to
Yo,
Dallas
Ash is
too.
crazy.
That's nasty work if we can add
Look,
Kyrie to
what other
Maxey and
teams
Embiid.
have any other teams been released like
Now
it was a hard
they only talking
elite?
about Kyrie and Dame right now, and Dame ain't really
Nigga,
even
I
in
didn't
the mix
ask about
because
players,
Portland
bro. Relax.
ain't letting them out yet.
Have any other
The Knicks.
teams
It's the Knicks. I'm hearing.
Yeah, they
been
said the Knicks, but the
what the
Knicks ain't
fuck is
giving
this
up
nigga
nobody.
talking for, bro?
Knicks ain't giving up nobody.
He
Yo,
can't
can
hear
you
me,
mute
bro.
somebody?
He
I
has
don't
to
think he
not
can
hear
Yo,
hear
me.
you as
Right
yo.
through the screen,
if
right?
you got
But
Maxey and Kyrie,
Be
anywho,
why you
like
guarding
Kirk.
Jalen Brown?
have any other teams been linked to Harden outside of the Clippers?
The Sun,
The Knicks,
The
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 but
Knicks.
Suns, and the
Knicks.
Knicks.
not really
But if
ideal.
you're
The Knicks
but
are
if
not
you're the
going to
Knicks,
Harden.
if you're the Knicks,
Eli,
you
what'd you
probably
say?
might want to do. If you're the Knicks, you probably might want to do the trade
Damn, bro,
with
this nigga
Philly.
just. Damn, I thought I was on mute. My bad, my bad, my
But
bad,
yeah,
my bad.
y'all.
I was,
Eli, what'd you say?
I thought I was on mute. I was in a hurt nigga feelings, man.
Nah, I meant for the other team.
Yo, Eli, finish your
Has
No,
sentence.
Miami
nigga, the
been
Suns
linked
and
to
the Knicks are the
Harden?
only teams I've seen linked.
Oh, okay.
No, reports were
So
saying
what the Heat about to do, little bro?
how the Knicks are
Man,
going to
stop
be
asking
involved
me
in it.
that shit like I'm Pat Riley, bro. That shit get up.
That
That nigga tight.
That shit get me
yo,
annoyed,
yo,
bro.
Kyle Lowry right there, bro. That sign and
Between
trade.
I will
You going back
I
to
will
home
dead
to
kill you.
Philly, nigga? What, nigga?
Shit,
That's a good
stop talking
trade.
to me, dude.
I be forgetting you like
Bro,
Kyle
niggas see,
Lowry, bro.
niggas
Be
think I'm going to
real.
continue to get fucking edged all fucking summer. Oh damn, oh Kyrie, niggas
Oh
is just
shit,
beating my shit, bro, and not letting me nut, bro.
damn,
I'm
that is
until I
true.
get the nut, bro. I don't care about this shit.
Yo,
Whoa.
bro, wait the fuck.
What?
What?
Nigga, I was.
What
What?
are y'all
I'm eating
niggas?
food, nigga.
Wait, what are
Nigga,
y'all
I'm
Hey,
talking
sorry.
bro,
about?
that's
I
not
was
even
I,
crazy,
I'm
bro.
eating.
for 20
I was
minutes
literally
and
doing
this is
something
what I
else.
hear?
What are you niggas talking about?
Niggas don't say nothing. Niggas
No,
talking
wait,
about.
KB, what is the context? I was away from my phone and I come back to
I'm
niggas talking
eating,
about
bro,
busting
and
a nut.
this nigga Eli's talking about how he just doesn't want to get edged no more, and he's
Like,
like,
like, what are you niggas talking about?
and
The
then he goes
basketball?
from edging to talking about fake
We not
nutting
talking
and
about
shit.
hoops no more?
He's talking about the Miami Heat, like, and how like niggas are like pump faking and shit, dog. That's what he was
Nobody
bitching about.
cares, bro. Why are you making that
Nah, that
analogy,
shit
nigga?
was crazy.
Nigga, it's not even crazy, but y'all niggas gas shit.
Nigga, that was a good analogy. It was a good
Yo,
analogy.
Eli, a
It
nigga
was a
trying to eat his
terrible one.
food
It was a
and you
good
talking
analogy,
about
bro.
nut, bro.
Nah, that was
Like,
that was peak level shit right there. That was better than Low when he was talking about. Y'all remember he was talking about some
No,
team
don't say it. Don't say it.
I had to mute this
when he was
nigga.
talking
I had
about
I
just
someone
beating
had to mute this
beating
nigga
your
Don't
West.
say
beating
it.
over a
I
nigga face.
know I had to mute this
The
nigga West, bro.
Don't
Gotta
say it.
mute
Don't
this nigga
say it.
West. I don't even know what he about to say, but if he say some
I know
crazy shit.
exactly what he's about to say.
I didn't even hear what did he say. What did he say?
Remember what KB was saying about KD in a certain act? Never mind. I'm not going.
Wait, which
No.
He's talking about that. I'm assuming that's what Wes is talking about, right?
Yo,
there's a
Wes, if
few
that's what you
analogies that
talking
I
about,
have.
nigga,
There's a few analogies that
crazy.
I have.
Nigga
Yeah,
said a hundred
that
of those
was
things.
crazy, man. He said, "Get off your yo."
I ain't gonna lie.
That's
There's
funny.
like 3 or 4 niggas that are genuinely ruining the league right now, but I'm a hold my tongue, bro.
Nah, name them.
Speak on it then,
Yo,
nigga.
speak.
Speak on it. Go ahead.
Because these trades that these niggas demand.
Speak on that shit, bro.
Name
Say it.
them.
James, say Harden,
Hey, what was
Dame,
James supposed to do,
KD.
huh?
Keep
Yo,
going.
they
Keep
didn't
What's he
want to
going,
supposed
give
to
bro.
him.
do? Not get his money? See, this
They
is what
Harden,
didn't
I'm
want to
Dame,
talking
give him
about.
the
KD.
max.
No. This is what I'm talking about with you black niggas, bro. Y'all offer
Oh,
black empowerment, this and that,
Facts.
but as soon as a black man wants to go make his money, now it's, oh, man, he doing the wrong thing. He got to say, ain't we sacrifice enough? Ain't we sacrifice
Nigga
enough?
want him to take a pay cut to the fucking $1 billion owner,
I'm
bro. Be
saying,
for
man, come
real.
on. I thought we
Like,
was
think
about black
logically,
empowerment,
fam.
bro. God
Wait,
damn.
Ash.
After his play last season, you don't want him to take a pay cut?
Nigga, he
Why would he
already
take a
did.
pay cut? It's about getting your bread, you feel?
You
Nigga,
Nah,
trying
he
to
you're
took
right.
a
You're
you
pay
right.
trying
I
to
cut
wouldn't
so they
justify
could
his
control you.
give
I
him a
wouldn't
moves?
full
control you though,
mid-level
nigga.
exception. They used it, so they not rewarding him with the contract.
But Ash, how much was it though?
How much was
The
what?
knee pads you bought for this nigga James Harden, bro. How much were those, bro?
oh,
Yo,
wow.
that
Yeah.
My
Me
God.
personally, I'm not taking that
My
Yo.
shit, nigga.
goodness, bro.
I'm not taking that, nigga.
Yo,
Yeah, I know.
Ash.
Let's just say I know what Lo does on his pastime. I won't say too much
Oh
more.
them
wow.
Oh,
parties.
I know what this nigga does
oh.
on his pastime.
Ash, them
Nigga
parties.
talking about knee
Them
pads,
he
but you
goes to
going to
them
orgies.
parties.
Yo,
We know,
I know what
the
Lo be doing
You
on
Dungeons,
his
talk
free
Dungeons,
time,
you,
man.
you you know
Dungeons.
Ash,
your fat ass gotta wear knee pads to
Ash.
the
Is he
orgies,
the
nigga, on the ground, fucking random hoes.
Uh oh.
Oh
oh
wow. Oh
wow,
Uh
wow.
damn.
oh.
Hoes?
legend of Zesty
Y'all
Buffalo?
are super fucking reckless.
Bro, who said zesty buffalo?
That was me.
Niggas stole my joke. I said that to
Yo.
NMD.
The legend of
That's
Zesty
my joke,
Buffalo.
nigga.
Oh
I gotta
my.
copyright that shit.
Anyway, I'm about to end this.
But nah, low.
Legend of Butt Sex.
Remind the people about your analogy with the Nets.
No, the Nets analogy.
What they let KD and Kyrie and Harden do to them. Remind the people of your analogy.
Same shit they about to do
I
to
was
the
about
Suns.
to. Yo, Harden, KD, and Kyrie been going around just telling these organizations what to do. Bro.
They have fucked the
Yo,
league,
hold
They
bro.
on,
have,
dog.
bro.
We don't give him the
No
same
Vaseline
equal
type
criticism
shit,
that we
bro.
give
No, wait,
No
Westbrook.
but seriously though,
Vaseline.
Hey
wait, but
Wes, why they don't talk about these niggas like Westbrook going from team to team? Like there's a whole different narrative with
Bro,
Westbrook,
bro.
bro.
anyways,
Oh my god.
as I was trying to say,
No, but at
right?
Yo, you know what's
at least
crazy? Yo, Ash.
Westbrook.
No. I'm about to give some insight.
Okay.
Wait, give me a sec.
No, Ash. This nigga West is low.
Apparently, Philly reporters are talking about how it's not a done deal, and that they're only gonna do a deal that they would what's it called, that they would find necessary. Like
That's what he
essentially
said
like
earlier.
they think it's premature. I know, but that's what I'm saying. They're doubling down on it. That's what Philly
That just
reporters
doesn't
are
to me.
doubling
That just
down on.
doesn't make any sense because if like, how do you not know what's already available out there, bro? Like, how do you know? How do you not know?
Damn.
How do you? There's no way we're this close to free agency, and you're still like, I don't really know what's out there. Unless the only thing that you can be like, I don't really know what's out there, is if this nigga Dame is still going back and
It
forth.
Yeah,
sounds like a
unless you can move
3-team.
somebody off their spot, or like change
Unless
somebody's
it's
mind about
unless
Yo,
it's
but
somebody.
the thing
Dame.
is, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This nigga Harden would never agree. He would never have agreed to opt in if they didn't have some type of framework.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's
Also,
what I'm
the
saying.
Exactly,
the
Eli. You spit it right
contract
now,
he
little bro.
signed, a 1+1, is uneligible for extension mid-season. So there's no exception. Like there's no framework of a long-term deal unless he is free agency, unrestricted free agency at that. Like that's not even
I get
possible.
that, but
Hey,
that's
Cash.
why
Don't forget to add CP3 to that
you
list.
don't opt in. You don't opt in unless you already know.
I'm about to get you out of here, Wes.
Oh my gosh, there already has to be some understanding of what's on the table at bare minimum for you to opt in. That's what we're saying. Like there's just no way that you didn't get this far into the off season, or you didn't get this far removed from the last game y'all played, the ongoing conversation y'all had to have, for you not to not understand, for you not to know that potentially, if I make this move, there won't be the money that I'm looking for on the table for me from Philly. Like that's the only reason why you would ever even come to this conclusion. Because if that wasn't the case, you wouldn't opt in for just 1 year. You would try to go for as many years as you possibly could go. So yeah. Yeah, I see the Brian Windhorst and Kyrie Irving deal.
Look
Those
at
two.
Ash trying to twerk for Philly, talking about it's not over. It's not over. That shit is over, nigga. You out of here.
No, I'm saying no. I'm you
You want that
monkey
nigga
with
disrespecting
baboon.
big
I'm
dog?
just talking about how they saying that they saying it's not over. I'm not talking about me, nigga.
You know you go where
I
Harden
think
go,
that's
my
them.
brother. You go where Harden go. We know.
I'm actually not, brother.
I
You
But
think
staying
that's
with
them
us?
just saving face though. I think that's them saving.
staying with you, I'm
My
not going
African
anywhere,
brother
big bro.
Joel Embiid.
Embiid's actually about to go to Portland, so
No way.
or
Yes,
Seeing the
Ash,
Portland going
yeah.
must be
yes.
outrageous.
Portland it is.
Yeah, we
He's
gonna get
going.
Dame.
Yo,
Let's go.
Embiid
I'm
versus
not gonna lie,
Jokic
yeah,
four
Fort
times a
Bro,
yo,
year.
all
force that
these
nigga.
niggas in the West,
I'm with it.
man. Get
I'm
them
with it.
out of there, man.
Bro,
Force that
what's
nigga
gonna happen to the
Dame.
Eastern
Force that
Conference though?
nigga
No
Dame to
Yeah,
funny
the
compete.
shit.
Eastern
Let him
Conference,
The
lose
man.
to
That
Eastern
shit
niggas.
Conference is fried, bro.
that shit is ass. Maybe my Bulls have a chance
That's
after.
why if JT don't ever,
Giannis
that
and
nigga don't
this is why the
ever.
Celtics
Come
actually
on,
like
bro.
all the
Wait, Ash,
overreactions to them paying
Ash, you
Jalen
said
Brown.
who has a chance?
My Bulls, if everybody's leaving the East, we gotta,
Oh yeah, what
you know,
Respect.
you
Niggas
The
Respect.
keep
Bulls
you
only got
agree
an
with
comparing
Jay
the
Will
opportunity if they
Bucks
now?
to
stay
go to
healthy.
to the finals. That's
The Bulls might be
upset.
yeah. I
in the
mean,
worst
About
position in the league
Philly,
with
right
Philly.
now.
DeMar DeRozan on my team, anything is possible.
Yeah, I can see Sure's gone too.
Yeah, taking a shot up from the midi contest.
Yeah,
19
man,
seconds left
anything's
in the shot
possible.
clock.
Bro, if the Bucks and the Celtics got to
How
play
you
Nigga,
each
feel
the
about
other
Bulls
Vooch,
moving
before
man?
niggas is
the
crazy.
That
Eastern Conference
extension. How you feel
Finals, my
about that
nigga.
extension, Ash?
I mean, now that
Man.
Embiid's about to be at the conference, is Vooch not the best center in the East?
He is.
Oh my god.
And that shit is that's Wendell Carter Jr. Nigga,
Is
stop it.
Then
Vooch
you got
No,
that
no,
Debo.
good?
Then you
Vooch is
got
This
better.
Levine.
is Wendell.
That
Nah,
Demore
Vooch is better.
extension is gonna hit like
Wait,
crack.
we're disrespecting Bam Adebayo? What are you
Oh
talking
Yeah,
shit,
about?
we forgot about Bam. Oh shit. Oh shit.
like I said, now that Embiid's at the conference, isn't Vooch the best in the East now?
It's Bam's conference, man.
Nah, it's Bam's
Eli,
conference.
Eli,
It's Bam's
Eli, I'm
Bam's
surprised
conference.
you
conference. All
standing for
right,
that.
dude.
I'm surprised you standing for that, Eli, that Bam slander. They forgot
Not
about
Man,
Bam, bro.
how good
man, I
Vooch
don't
is.
gotta listen, bro. I don't listen to
Bam
them talk
Adebayo
about.
is Nas Reed on any other team.
Man, I'm
He's
about
a
to
Not
buy
really
it.
good
what?
player.
This
What?
nigga is literally, bro. They literally play nothing alike. But I
They
should
play
expect
nothing
nothing.
alike.
I should expect nothing less than retardation from a nigga that's Bulls Muse. Your entire fucking life, you fucking 15-year-old. All you've done is watch your team fail year after year, fail year after year, fail year after year, fail, and you still have the
He
Eli,
fucking
admitted
what
it was
about
nerve,
Michael
Eli, by the
the
Jordan?
way.
What about Michael
gall,
Jordan, Eli?
the fucking vitriol to make an account based on that team. You're a dirty dick sucking bitch. You know nothing about the sport of basketball. And if I ever seen you, nigga, I would real life spit on you, slap you, nigga. Then
I
fuck your mother,
guess.
nigga. You
I
fucking dumb.
guess.
Is you fucking crazy, nigga? Shut the
All right, bro.
Eli called him 15
I'm
when
about
he's
to.
like
I'm about
real
to.
old.
Yeah, Eli called him 15 when,
I'm
you know
about to.
what?
We about to
I'll
wrap
let him
this
rock.
case up.
I'll let him rock. I'll let Eli rock.
That shit was hilarious, buddy.
I'll
Nigga
let
said
him
you
rock. I'll let him
15. I'm
rock.
like, does he not?
I'm gonna end the space on that note
Why are you ending the
because y'all
space?
niggas just chatting.
Just get that monkey out of here, bro. We
I'll
can.
catch y'all later, bro. It is the end of
Huh?
Sixers, bro. I love to see it, bro. I love it.
It's actually not. We're gonna be
It's the
back.
end of Sixers,
That's not.
bro. Brother.
We?
One way or another, it is
Yeah.
the end of Philadelphia, bro. Love to see it, bro. I love to see it.
Huh?
Lo, is the process over?
The process will it's getting close, bro. It's almost officially over, bro.
That's over, man. It's over.
You guys are a bunch of losers, man.